Presented to you by MX3 and China Airlines.
Success will not be granted to those who do not take risks. Francis Caluya gave up his career back in the Philippines and tried his luck in New Zealand, a gamble he was willing to take for a much better life.
Hi, I'm Francis Caluya. I've been living in Auckland, New Zealand for 7 years. I'm a photographer and a long-distance runner.
Francis was a registered nurse in a government hospital in the Philippines. He admits that it was a tough job to do, and yet not enough to pay the bills.
I was a ICU nurse there for like 3 years. To be honest, the work is really hard and then the salary is not good. Usually we do overtime, but we're not properly compensated.
He took up nursing because of his family's plans to live in the US. But things didn't happen the way they planned it to be. Instead, Francis flew to New Zealand and started a whole new life here, independently.
It's really hard because I'm used to with my support system back home, my friends, my families. But luckily, I found friends help me starting here in New Zealand, lending me clothes because it's really expensive here. When I arrived here in New Zealand, I cannot eventually start as a nurse, so I became a caregiver back then, and then as a community support worker as well, in a rest home for the elderly.
His job became tougher because Francis deals with patients who need special care.
My work is really challenging because I'm dealing with clients with mental health issues. It's really mentally and physically exhausting because you need to properly take care of them because they are really delicate clients.
But aside from being a community support worker, Francis is now into photography. And now he can say he enjoys every minute of it and even makes a living out of his hobby.
Even though before I used to love to take photos of landscapes, people, newborn, family portraits, almost everything. And then when I came here to New Zealand, that's where I started to develop the skills and probably the knowledge to start my own business.
Although photography is his passion, Francis still endures some physical and mental challenges at times.
I am a one-man team. I usually bring all my camera gears, tripods. My camera bag is really heavy. At the end of the day, it's really tiring. I usually get back pain, my legs are hurting.
Francis needs a stronger and healthier body. And so he takes an all-natural supplement called MX3. It is rich with alpha, beta, and gamma from G. mangostana, known to be powerful antioxidants that help strengthen the immune system and battle free radicals that cause diseases.
My uncle recommended MX3 to me. He said it's really working on him. And then I did a research on MX3 and I found out it had anti-inflammatory and antioxidant on it. So I tried it and it really works for me. It really helps with my immune system as well. And then before I go to work, I take MX3 for me to boost my energy.
MX3 is also loaded with anti-inflammatory properties that help reduce swelling in certain parts of the body.
MX3 got a anti-inflammatory, so it helps me with my back pain, my leg pain as well. Way back then when I haven't using MX3, I used to get home and then just go to sleep. And then when I started using MX3, that's when I get an energy boost for me. I still got time for my wife, go out for a run.
Francis is also keen on what he eats, loading up with greens and food rich in vitamins and minerals. And for his physical workout, Francis trains and joins endurance running.
Endurance running is a long-distance run, usually 21 to around 42 Ks. It's a physically exhausting run. You need to save your energy to finish the whole event. I'm at Cornwall Park right now. This is where I usually train. Especially, there's an upcoming event on December. It's gonna be a tough day. Come on and join me. When I'm doing competitions, I take MX3 because it gives me extra strength to finish all my runs. MX3 is my running gear. It helps me finish my race with much needed stamina.
Now that he has been living in New Zealand for 7 years, Francis has definitely found the right place to be. A perfect place to raise a family. A place where he can express the great things about him. And now he has a strong and healthy body that could take him even further to achieve his dreams.